So today I'm on my way to get the boys from Golden Corral Camp. Our lives, we said, aren't perfect. Right now we're in a little bit of a disagreement, an argument and stuff, so that's kind of why I wanted to make this video and made the post I posted about how do you take two broken people and make them one complete. All my life I have felt unloved, not cared for, whether it's been because of my parents' divorce and then not getting the love I needed as a child, and then just moving on up through the different things we've done to each other in my marriage, from infidelity to lying to being friends using you for money and just the whole 9 yards. And so my husband had a different type of lifestyle and stuff growing up than what I had, being a military brat, and just the different things I went through. I'm one of those people that needs more love, more reassurance. He's one that don't really talk about feelings, doesn't really know how to deal with them. So when those two things collide and I'm not getting the reassurance I need or different things like that, we end up clashing heads, and things are said that are mean and aren't necessary, and it's because hurt people, and that's something we're trying to learn how to work on and to do. Because like I said, right now I have a hard time. It started a conversation last night about our church and just different things that were going on there, and it ended up turning into, as I felt, he's always taking everyone else's side, trying to make me see their feelings, and the way I feel is that he should be trying to make everyone see my feelings because he's my husband, and instead of trying to turn it around. So it made a lot of issues because I felt, again, unloved, not cared for, and like everyone else in the world matters while I'm a nobody. So how do you work on that? How do you build from there? I'm looking for a different church home right now. I'm looking for different things that for myself, so maybe I can have a sense of belonging. I have always lived a life. My parents got divorced when I was 7. I helped raise my little brother and sister. My mom lives in Alaska, so I'm down here acting like mom, kinda. I mean, I'm the oldest girl, so when someone has a problem, I'm the one who they go to, and that's in pretty much every aspect of my life. Friends, they only come around when they need something or have an issue, so I don't really hang out with anyone. So I mean, that's one of Maslow's hierarchy of basic needs, is the need of being belonged, and I have lacked that my whole life, so it makes it very hard in situations when you're married to someone like me and you are, my husband's the way he is, and he don't show his feelings because that's just how he is. And I was like that before, but I went to Chattanooga and I learned, I mask my feelings with anger a lot, and that's not good either. So I try to work on that and use coping skills. So we're at the point right now where we're trying to figure it out because he feels one way and that he didn't do anything wrong. He wants me to see that there's more to it and just different things like that, and I feel like he should be making the whole world see me. So I just want to make a video real quick and kind of explain, with people like me, you can't just love them on their good days and expect them to be okay on their bad days. They need that extra. That's where both people have to learn. And when you get in a relationship, you have to learn about the other person, their past and their history, and you have to accept it all, and you have to be willing to do what needs to be done. Otherwise, you hit roadblocks like we are. And so that's something we're still learning, and we're still trying to figure out how to make it work. So, just a little bit on that before I get the boys, because I try not to involve the kids when it comes to things like this, because that's something else I went through as a child. When my parents had problems, or this person had problems, they would take those people out of your life. And even with as many problems as I've had with my father and different people in my life, I don't take them out of my children's lives. I will let them choose who they want in their life, as long as it's not hindering or affecting their well-being. Because that's something that was done to me as a child, and I just feel very strongly about that. So that's all I have to say right now. I'm hoping and praying, I've been praying a lot, that things will start looking up and maybe we can see eye to eye, but it's really hard when we're both redhead and stubborn and we want our way seen, and that's it. So that's why I turn to my music and just try to keep going. I hope everyone else has a good rest of their day. Alright, I just want to add something to the video, so it'll be edited and added. This video will be added to it, so you won't even know. But my mother-in-law, years ago, sent me and my husband a song by Bryce Lee called Hard to Love. And that's truly each of us. We're both very broken people. We've had a rough life. Even though I'm only 26 years old, I have a lot of life experiences. And I know I'm not the easiest person to love, and I need more love than normal people because of my brokenness. And that's one of the things I lack. And it makes it very hard and difficult on me. And my husband, trying to combine the two broken pieces, multiple broken pieces, and make a complete heart. It's a hard situation. So if your kids are going through divorce and just different things like that, you need to get them the help now, so that way they can learn what they need to learn at a young age, so they don't end up 26, 37 years old, whatever age, trying to learn how to love, what to love, and ruining relationships and different things like that. I mean, I have walls built really high because of all the hurt I've been through in my life.
In half a mile, turn right onto the I-57 North ramp.
And different things like this. And so I just don't even know right now. I love my husband to pieces. We have fought and we've been through so much.
Turn right onto the I-57 North ramp.
But it's been a battle, and you can't just give up. And it makes it very difficult.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-57 North.
It makes it very difficult, and trying to find the coping skills and the skills to keep it going are, as you get older, are harder, because you have the adulting life, you have kids to think about, you have work, and just all kinds of things that factor in. It's not as easy. So I just felt like I needed to say, I know I'm not an easy person to get along with, to love, and different things like that.
Continue on I-57 North for 16 miles.
I feel like some of the programs we were in, they're looking for certain people, and I didn't fit into that. I also feel like some of the people have said that I take up too much of their time. Well, what do you think you're going to get when you're dealing with people that are broken and they've had a lot of life experiences? It ain't like you're dealing with kids that still only have a few years, and it's easier to fix them at a younger age. You have adults that you're trying to work with and trying to fix. It's gonna take time, and if you're not up for that, then you don't need to be in a leadership role in that aspect. You don't need to be the one that's saying, oh, I'm going to help these people, and then turn around and make them feel like total crap because their brokenness is too much for you. Basically, you make them feel like they're a lost cause. And I don't want to feel that way about my marriage. And so it makes it very, very, very difficult because you don't know where to turn. It makes it very hard to continue to give love to people when you feel so broken and people aren't making it any better. The people that said they're going to be there, or that programs that say they're there to help, and then they do stuff like that. So when you reach out, you need to really reach out and feel these people out, because there are some that I don't think realize what broken people and helping them and working through their steps and stuff really entails. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to overcome childhood traumas that haven't been dealt with, or have been masked with medicine, or this or that. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be a quick fix. And just because someone hasn't had an addiction problem or different things like that, my anger is just as bad. My codependency is just as bad. And that's because of my childhood trauma. Feeling like I was never good enough. I was never good enough to be loved by my parents. I was never good enough. So it makes it very hard when you still are going through that, when you're trying to fix the problem to be a better person. And that's part of why my codependency is what it is. Because I don't want anyone else to feel like I do, like they're not good enough, they're a lost cause, or whatever they may be feeling because of their wrongdoings. Anyone can be fixed, and you don't have to do it the same way as anyone else, and no one can sit there and tell you that you're not good enough and you're not doing it right. As long as you're making the steps and are trying, you may fail, but don't give up. And that's all I really have to say right now. People really need to look at humility and humanity and stuff from a different perspective.